Outside here, there's a board with the two hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. The one is where he says that Musa ﷺ, on the night before entering the promised land, the angel of death came to him and then he damaged his one eye. And then the angel of death went back to Allah and asked him, "What shall I do? See what Musa did to me." Then the angel of death was told that ask him, if he wants, he can put his hand on a sheep, and as many hairs as under the sheep, he can get that many years of life. And then Musa ﷺ says, and then after all those years, what will happen? Then the angel of death said, then you still have to die. So he said, Fal'an. So the angel of death took him that night. He passed away that night. The second thing to say, there's another hadith where the Prophet ﷺ, on the night of Miraj, he stopped at 4 places and 2 graves. So this is not commonly known. Now that we're doing the whole seerah, there's a lot of things to know. One is, so he came to Baitul Maqdis, we know that. But en route, he stopped at 4 places and 2 graves. The 2 graves he stopped at was Ibrahim alayhi salam in Hebron. And he testified, there can be a doubt about any person's grave, but Ibrahim alayhi salam, I was there. Then he said, as I was ascending, I came to the grave of Musa alayhi salam where the sand was red, and they used the word ahmar, where the sand was red. And I was going to disturb Musa alayhi salam, but I saw him reading salah in his grave and I left him. As you saw, the sand was red, right? Amazingly, one of them is the valley of Aqiq. In the old days, our parents used to take khak-e-shifa from Medina. Remember those days? Valley of Aqiq. So he left Makkah to valley of Aqiq. From there, he came to the Wadi Madian, where Shu'aib alayhi salam is buried. We were there. But just a few things about Musa alayhi salam. There's a long, this talk you can never ever. The most frequently mentioned prophet in the Quran was Musa alayhi salam. And Allah spoke to Musa alayhi salam directly. Imagine, There was no intercessor, there was no arbitrator or mediator or translator or anybody in between Allah and Musa alayhi salam. Musa spoke directly to Allah. Allah spoke to him and he spoke back. And Musa himself claimed to have defective speech. So who are we to have pride? Why should we have pride about anything? The man claims, وَحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِسَانِي يَفْقَهُ قَوْلِي. When Allah gave him the mission to go to Firaun, then Musa said, but I have a defective speech. Can my brother not, Harun, become my spokesman? But he was the one who spoke to Allah directly. So we should not have pride about anything that Allah gave us. We cannot have pride. We do not have the right to have pride. Hence, Musa alayhi salam is known as وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهُ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. So we should understand that. And the best part is, Allah has given us the ability to come here where the sand is red at the boundary of Aqsa. And this is the place that is reserved for Musa alayhi salam. It was very dilapidated before. They've done it up in such a beautiful way now. And it's visitor friendly.